Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Peter Matsumoto. I direct the play Shojo and Kit, written by my good friend Josh Bennett, starring Ashwini Gunpillai, Victor Chi, with stage directions read by Zoe Hertzberg. Please enjoy.
The stage is dim and empty. Two masked figures enter and exit in the space, a lanky older man, Shojo, in a modified Shojo no mask, altered to look more like an actual orangutan's face, and a long orange-brown wig, and a young woman, Kit, in a kitsune no mask, her visible skin painted white in Butoh body paint style. Shojo settles into a low squat with his feet flat on the ground as Kit paces anxiously back and forth. Kit stills herself and approaches center stage. She begins to lower herself slowly to the ground, slowly to the point of her movement being imperceptible to the casual eye, moment to moment. The slow slinking is intensely controlled, the rhythm of each vertebrae in her spine bending sinks perfectly in the bending of her knees to perfectly balance her delicate frame as it seemingly defies gravity in slow motion. The dance is mostly formed by Butoh, particularly the work of Aiko Otake. As she reaches the end of her descent, she falters and falls to the ground.
I can't do this.
I know the situation is nerve-wracking, but it's the same routine you've run flawlessly for weeks. You just have to still yourself and focus on the work. You know, I think if you...
I know. I should breathe and meditate for a spell. Yeah, thanks.
Well, good.
Well, good. It's all bullshit anyway.
I'm sorry.
This is all bullshit anyway. We bill ourselves as a Japanese dance company, but we're led by a half-drunk Chinese guy in an orangutan mask.
Kid, I know this is stressful.
No, you are not blaming this on me being emotional.
That is not what I'm doing.
It's what you always do. And I hear you wax poetic to the fucking council members about the value of traditional art, telling them we're a traditional Japanese dance company when there isn't anything traditional about what we do.
Kit, that's just not true. Everything we do is rooted in your mother's work. And she was trained by your grandfather. I tell the council only parts of the story because we need to sell them a specific narrative.
But if we're only alive because of a half-truth told by someone who isn't even Japanese, then do we even deserve to be?
Are you saying you'd rather there not be a Japanese dance company here at all? We are the only one left, Kit.
You know, I've seen you, watching old videos of Mom dancing. I see your eyes. You're not even looking at her. You just want to see what she's doing, also we can imitate something that was real. No, steal from it.
Kit cries and runs off stage. Shojo runs after her.
Kit! Well, I'm sorry.
The lights dim as a lanky young man closer in age to Kit enters, picking up the fox mask from the ground. The lights come back up in a warmer, more nostalgic feel than the opposing scene.
Susie, you left it over here.
A young woman who looks remarkably like Kit enters.
No way, we weren't even over here. I keep telling you these woods are haunted, Mike.
You're crazy.
I don't know. Us out here dancing our traditional dances, singing our songs in woods that aren't ours. Bound to ruffle some ectoplasmic feathers, if you ask me.
You're lucky I still practice with old Sojo and you. You scared everyone else away.
If they can't handle a ghost story, they shouldn't be in the company to begin with.
We need all the people we can get.
Quality over quantity. That's why I'm still a one-woman Butoh troupe.
Uh-huh. That's the reason. How does Sojo feel about the weird experimental stuff?
He hates it. You know how he is. Not founded in anything real. Mockery of tradition. A shame that it gets lumped into Japanese dance with real kagura and no performance.
Classic Sojo.
Why do you insist on always calling him that?
Shojo? I mean, it's basically his name.
But it's not. And you don't do it with me. Why aren't I Kitsune all the time?
Susie, he's nothing but this stuff. Yeah, have you ever heard Sensei say one thing to me that he hasn't somehow wrapped back into the philosophy of our practice?
Okay, fair points.
And every time he's not like that, he's drunk off his ass like the Shojo he always plays.
That's my dad, Michael.
I'm sorry. It's just kind of perfect. Admirable, really. Fully embodying the work all the time, but like, come on. It's kind of crazy. And
Passion isn't crazy. And my dad is dealing with a lot all the time. I mean, you've seen the news. The way things are going, our practice won't exist. And
then maybe it shouldn't.
you don't mean that.
Susie, come on. Let's face the facts. We're not even doing real no. Your dad isn't a no family member. And like, I'm glad you let non-Japanese dancers in, the only way I'm here at all. But kind of hurts our traditional Japanese dance company credit even more, huh?
Anyone can learn our practice. And they're a lot less strict about who can perform no now.
But that's not even the real problem. I'm just...
Then say the real problem, Mike.
Susie, the council keeps cutting and cutting and cutting, and we keep trying to get bigger and better and impress with less and less. And our people keep getting burnt out, and I'm getting tired too.
You're not allowed to get tired. My dad's not tired. I'm not.
Yes, you are. We are. He is, especially.
But we're still fighting. And we're going to keep fighting.
Susie, I'm going to go take a walk. Tell your dad I'll be back for a rhythm rehearsal later.
Mike.
I'll be back.
He exits and the lights dim as Susie walks to her home where her father, a different shoujo, lives, masked and in a different voice than the shoujo in the first scene. He wears a traditional crimson red wig and a traditional mask of shoujo in the shoujo midare. He is so engaged in a conversation on the phone that he doesn't notice his daughter entering.
But, sir, that runs entirely counterproductive to the whole program. I just can't introduce random performance elements from other forms into my company's choreo. I see. Well, if that's what they think is the best path forward, and if we elect not to participate, well, we shall see you then.
The call ends.
Dad? Dad, what was that call about?
Oh, Susu. Sorry, don't mind me. I was just having a bit of a trying conversation with our council advisor.
Art council?
Yeah. Apparently 50 years of traditional storytelling means nothing to them.
What do you mean? What's happening?
New order just got signed. Take a look.
Funding for the performing arts orgs to be decided by competition?
Keep reading.
Jesus.
And we're in the cultural division, so we're fighting for the same pool of money as the big Latinx and African dance companies. Apparently, if we're deemed unfit to receive funding, we'll be banned from public performance, even if we raise our own funds.
What? How would they enforce that?
They have their cronies. You remember the ice days.
Oh my God, I'm calling Shanti. We have to get the other org leaders together.
Susie, I know we have a lot of friends in the wider dance community, but we have to look out for ourselves now.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we may have to make some decisions now that we don't want to make, and and our collaborations with other companies have brought me a lot of joy.
Dad,
But
what changes are we making?
a lot.
What does that mean?
Susie, the council advisor I was on the phone with said that to be more attractive, we may need to be a little less stylistically specific.
Less stylistically specific. Okay, but what exactly does that mean?
She suggested we incorporate additional, more easily identifiable elements into our piece to indicate our Japanese heritage.
No is Japanese heritage. You can't get more Japanese than a traditional no performance.
We know this, but her point is that the council members judging won't, and maybe allusions to media Americans would see as Japanese
Are
would...
you kidding me? Are you saying we what? We dress like anime characters? That we serve sushi at our recitals? Dad, are you hearing yourself? Who am I talking to?
Susan, I know that this isn't what any of us wanted to hear, but we've been working with Marlena for decades, and she's always done right by us. And I know she wouldn't suggest this unless she thought it was the only path forward.
We have to fight this.
Sue, our tradition has evolved and changed over time to suit the needs of our people, of our family, right? I believe that there's nothing more important than keeping the spirit of our practice at the core of this family. And as long as that spirit is there, then the practice, the routines, the steps, the masks, they can shift and change and evolve. This is another evolution.
This is death. Mike was right. You are crazy. You'd rather mutilate and hang on to the dead corpse of something beautiful than fight for its right to live? I'm not doing it.
Susan. Susan. Thing is, I can't do this alone. And I know I shouldn't ask this of you, but I have to. I need your help to change. I'm a traditionalist through and through.
And that's why this can't happen.
But I think it can. But you have to lead the change.
What? No, that's crazy. You're sensei. I'm 17.
And you've studied more Japanese dance forms than I've ever heard of.
That's not even true.
And your experiment-minded style is what we need to make these changes.
Most of what I study on my own is Buto, and Buto's intention is to work directly against tradition.
But you also said it's to hold on to what is distinctly Japanese.
Without referring to traditional styles and the physical movements. The only way it's Buto is if it looks and behaves like Buto, and Buto is not no. I don't even know how to begin to synthesize these two styles. The core philosophies are inherently different.
So we hold on to the spirit and philosophy behind our practice through the changes in physicality and see what happens. Isn't that what experimenting is all about?
But how do we keep the spirit of what we do if we're changing everything about what we do?
Well, I'll be here. And I won't change a thing about what I want to do. And you'll just have to fight me every time.
Sounds familiar.
Except now I have to listen.
Isn't that what Mom always said you needed to work on?
Good memory. You look so much like her.
Don't go crying about Mom now. We just cried about everything fundamentally changing.
Sorry. You know me.
Yeah. Speaking of your traits, I could use a drink.
I'll allow it. Just this once. I'll be back.
He's
saunters off stage. She doesn't follow. She looks after him somberly and exits in the opposite direction. The lights dim as an older Michael enters holding a baby. Susie meekly re-enters before laying weakly on a bed, coughing.
She's finally down.
He exits and re-enters without the bundle.
Guess I should have expected your kid to be a big night owl like you.
Wouldn't be a problem if she weren't as whiny as you.
Hey, now. My thing was a cute dig.
Yet both are true.
I'm sorry.
About what? I'm the funny one.
I don't know how I can do this without you.
Michael,
Don't say it, Susie.
I'm gonna keep saying it until you believe it. You've always been the adult. You've always been my rock, and I know you and Kit will be fine.
How? How can you be so sure about everything? That we could make all the changes work, that we would work?
I don't, Michael. I'm not, and I never have been. I just keep doing what I've been doing because I don't know how to do anything else. Everything changes. But I think especially now that I'm about to go through a really big change, that things are coming into focus. Michael, the things we hold on to, in spite of change, are what really define us. I didn't want anything to change, but it had to. But the core, the spirit, lives on. I keep my dad alive in my practice because I love him. When I'm gone, I know I shouldn't ask this.
Susie.
I know. Okay. When I'm gone, I want you to fight to keep the company alive for Kit.
Susie.
I know it's a lot to ask, but
Susie, love. Of course, that's the plan. What we have, the three of us, our practice is at the core of that, and if that doesn't make it worth dying for, then I don't know what does.
The lights dim once more and come back up to reveal Michael/Joe and Kit in the clear.
And it doesn't excuse me hitting you, but I hope that gives you more context.
I didn't know any of that.
I wanted this part of our life to be joyful and nothing else. Didn't want to complicate things with complicated stories.
What does real no look like?
Plenty of videos on the dark web.
Any of our company's old work?
I don't know. Never looked.
Why not? Don't you want to see you and Mom dancing together? Be reminded of that time?
Not really, actually. That was something I did. When I really saw your mom for who she was, the creator, the leader that she was after she started making changes, that's when this place, this practice became something I was. This place became an extension of her, and at the same time I fell in love with her. And I still feel her dancing alongside us every time we perform. The art I make because of her is the only art I ever want to make. Art and craft connect us to things impossible to be connected to in any other way.
I'm sorry I said what I said about you and Mom. I didn't mean it, and I didn't know.
Do not try to justify my actions. I was out of line. And I'm sorry.
Could we watch some of Mom's old videos dancing together sometime? And I'd really like to watch some old videos of you two doing real no.
I'd really love that. But like I said, Sensei wasn't a real family member, so we did alterations sometimes to make things read better.
Dad.
Right, just let it be.
Until it can be no longer.
Wise words from the fly fox.
Now how about a drink for the drunken monkey?
Practice first.
And there's the sensei. Or should I call you Sipu?
Only if you choreograph a story from Journey to the West in our style.
Let it be until it shouldn't be any longer? That's what we should say.
But who decides it shouldn't?
Whoever holds the spirit.
The stage dims to black.